Hi there, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome in. Thank you all so much for being here. I am Caitlin, and this is the Fluorescent Soul. Thank you so much for being here. It means the absolute world to me. I'm not going to take those because I haven't finished my spiel. This is going to be a general energy update for Aries season. This is going to be non-zodiac specific. I'm not doing specific zodiacs for this one. I will later, but I wanted to do just updated overall Aries energy. See what we're going to be stepping into this Aries season, what energies we might come across. So, let us get into it. I'm using the Wild Unknown Tarot, do a Celtic cross, and then I will be doing, I got a new deck. It is the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit. So it's the counterpart, the oracle counterpart to this tarot deck. So there's a card flipped over here. We're going to flip it back. So let's see what comes out Aries season. Okay, starting off with the Tower. There's big sudden change, abrupt change, something coming to an end. But it's something that needs to end. It's not something that is healthy. It's not something that is stable to begin with. This is something in our lives, in your life, for anyone who is watching this, that needs to be gone. It needs to be removed. And it could likely be something surrounding money. It could be a low-paying job, something that's keeping you in a situation where you feel overworked and underpaid. Something that makes you feel you're not valued. It makes you feel like you have to pinch pennies and you're not living as abundantly or freely as you should be. I feel like that's going to be coming to an end for a lot of people. This Aries season is going to call us to our adventuring spirit, our spirit that, and as I say that, adventuring spirit, Ace of Wands fell out. All right. Let's see, sorry. Interesting. Aries season is going to be calling us to step into our adventure, our Fool energy even. Just take a leap, carry a light bag, pack a light bag, and follow your heart. Don't be held back by what should work, what could work, what's practical at this time. Spirit is really just calling us to explore all possibilities and explore the deepest parts of our minds, what we really, really, really want. If you can see it in your mind's eye, excuse me, my voice is doing crazy things. If you can see it in your mind's eye, then you can absolutely hold it in your hands. You can have it in your reality. And Spirit's asking us to explore that and to recognize that and embrace it and not be stuck. Not hoard money for fear that we won't get more. Again, pinching pennies because maybe you're living paycheck to paycheck, and what's going to end is that job that's holding you back. Maybe you're in it for stability's sake. I can't quit my job until I have another one. And it could be one of those situations where your department gets closed down or whatever, so you get laid off. And now it's kind of like, oh, well, maybe now's the time to explore, and instead of looking for another 9-to-5 that's not really going to fulfill you, you start on your own path. You take up your passion, whatever that is. Maybe you've had a hobby for a really long time that you're going to now turn into money. All right, let's move on. Past, you have the Father of Swords. You could have a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy, masculine energy around you that might have a part to play in this. This could be like a boss. This could be your significant other. It doesn't have to be someone that's no longer in your life. This is just an energy that you're moving out of and away from. This could also be you moving out of a more masculine, practical, analytical space. Maybe you had to put on that hat for a little bit and okay, you can't do this yet because you don't have this. You can't do, oh, interesting. That's your advice from Spirit. It's the 5 of Cups. Interesting. You may have had to be in a more analytical and more mind-led space, and maybe you put your heart on the back burner for a little while, but it feels like you're moving out of that space and you're moving more into an inspired, you've got the Ace of Wands here, an inspired, new beginning, fun, adventurous, moving from your head, which is air energy, into the other part. Wherever your passion is, your sacral, I don't know, but you're moving more into your passions and getting out of your head a little bit. I feel like you were very much overthinking in the past. You could have someone in your life who, when you go to them with a new idea, they're like, oh, but what if you did this instead? And it's like, no, no, you're missing the entire point. Like, you could have gone to them with an idea for a product, and they're like, yeah, but what if you just did this and just gave people the blueprint and they can make it themselves? And you're like, what? No, I want to be the maker of the product. I want to change people's lives with this. I don't want to just show them how to do it and let them do it on their own, because that's not what this is. I want it to be in Target and Walmart. I don't want to be a PDF on the internet, if that makes sense. That's the kind of energy that I'm getting from this. It's like your dreams are much bigger than people around you can even visualize. So it might be the people around you that are stuck in this very practical mind space of, yes, well, that dream is great and all, but it's just a dream. So let's bring it back to reality and let's try it this way. And you're just like, no. So you might be breaking off on your own, and maybe that's what this Tower moment is, removing those people from your life or moving you away from them, so you can dream big. So you allow yourself to open up to the possibilities and not have people around you kind of trying to bring you back to reality, if that makes sense. You definitely have a big adventure ahead of you, and as we move into Aries season, we're in the last few days of Pisces season. As we move into Aries season, I really feel like this is the energy that we're stepping into, this fiery, passionate, striking of a match, brand new ideas. You could be getting downloads. Things are going to start moving faster for you. You're going to be embracing this fast-moving energy and maybe thinking less. Okay, so this is what I'm getting now. You could have spent the last, maybe even all of winter or just Pisces season, whatever it is, in this space of mentally preparing. You're thinking things out, you're planning ahead, you're planning really well, you are spending a lot of time in your mental space, and now that we're shifting into Aries season, it's fire sign, it's action, it's doing, and it's masculine fire, no less. So it's all about action. So maybe now as we shift gears, you are shifting into an action-oriented space and a doing, and okay, I've got all these plans, I've got all these, I've got this, and this in order, now it's time to go. And I feel like you're just going to be going. It's like as soon as Aries season hits, it's going to be full steam ahead for you. You're above. This is what's in your mind space right now. The moon. You could be feeling like you don't have all the answers right now. Maybe you feel like there are still some pieces of the puzzle that you're missing. You don't have the full picture, but it also doesn't really feel like it matters to you anymore. Maybe in the past it was like, I need all of these things before I can go to step B. And maybe now all of a sudden you've had the epiphany, like, I don't need to have all those things. I don't need to have the puzzle complete before I move on to the next thing, because maybe the next piece of the puzzle is going to come when you start doing the next thing, right? So you could be in a little bit of a space where you feel a little bit of like, is it skipping again? God damn it, I hate it when it does this. Sorry, I just looked at my camera and it's like skipping, and I spent an entire one weekend trying to get my computer back right so it will stop doing that, because it really irritates me. Anyways, the moon card in your mind space. You could just be feeling a little bit clouded, a little bit unfocused even. Maybe you're not really sure which direction you're going to go, but you're just going to wait for that inspiration to strike. You're going to wait for the inspired action, and then you're just going to go. You're going to wait for the download, and it kind of feels like it's going to be overnight. Like one second you're in the dark, and then the next second it's like a lightning strike, and here you are with this brilliant idea, and the energies are prime for doing instead of thinking and planning and like analysis paralysis, kind of what I'm getting. Even though the Seven of Pentacles isn't out, I'm still getting that feeling of very much in your head, not knowing, wanting to know before you take the next step. I feel like that's going to be like a thing of the past. It's going to be like, whatever. We don't need all the answers. We're going. We're doing. We're accomplishing. We are connecting with people. We are networking, and I feel like people are going to see your vision. People that aren't going to try to talk you down from it, aren't going to try to talk you into something else. They aren't going to try to fit themselves into the vision, if that makes sense. I feel like they're just going to be on board 100% with what you're doing in your vision and not trying to talk you into something else. What's in your subconscious? You have the Daughter of Cups. This is a very, very creative, very sweet, very innocent, very loving, rose-colored glasses kind of energy, and I feel like that's actually a really good place for you guys to be right now, because it's like nobody, excuse me, the people that were trying to talk you out of or talk you into other things or talking you into changing your vision, it's like, no, I see with whatever you want to call them, rose-colored glasses, whether you think that's a good thing or a bad thing. I personally think it's a good thing. I think more of us should wear rose-colored glasses versus shit-colored glasses and seeing everything in a negative light. I would much rather see everything in a positive light for all its possibilities and all of its glory than looking at something and just shitting all over it. I'm like, well, that could never be. I'll never get there. Looking at people with envy instead of inspiration is kind of what I'm getting. I would much rather look at people and see that they have the things that I want, and instead of getting envious and jealous and whatever else, looking at it through the lens of what the universe has done for others, it will now do for me. If they can have that, I can have that too. Times a million. Right, advice from Spirit is interesting. 5 of Cups. This is a card of grief and sadness and like loss. Excuse me. If you are experiencing those things, Spirit is just advising you, is advising you to not linger in this energy. It's saying, yes, sit in it, acknowledge it, feel those feelings, and then move through them. Don't stew in them. Don't linger there longer than you need to be able to process. But it's also saying, don't just brush it under the rug. It's calling you to process these feelings for whatever reason. If it's because of this loss, maybe a relationship was taken from you. Again, a job it could be. I really feel like it's job with the pentacles on top of it. I feel like it could be a job. Spirit's calling you to process that loss, acknowledge that loss for whatever feelings it evokes in you, whether that's happiness, whether that's sadness, whatever it is. Process it and move through it, and then transmute it into something action-oriented. Transmute it into something powerful to propel yourself forward. Don't get stuck in it, because if you allow yourself to, you absolutely will get stuck. External forces, what energies are around you. You have the 8 of Wands. This is a card of swift movement, fast movement. You've got 2 cards of change. You've got the Tower, which indicates like sudden change, big change. And then the 8 of Wands as well is also news coming in that can change your trajectory. It is, again, fast movement, swift movement forward. These are the energies that are around you. So again, it's a prime time to get shit done. If you have a long to-do list of stuff that you've been like needing to get done but haven't been able to find the motivation. That motivation is coming. That fire is going to get lit under your ass, and you're going to be like, wow, I'm really fucking productive today for whatever reason. I don't know where this came from, but I'm going to embrace it, and I'm going to ride this wave, is kind of the feeling that I'm getting from that. Hopes and fears. Two of Cups. You want a deep connection. You want reciprocal connection and love, specifically romantic love. Maybe you are in a partnership, and that could be what has ended. And so now you're kind of going back to the drawing board of, what do I really want? Be specific with your desires and your requests, and be consistent as well. If you're one of those people who scripts every day, like writes out what they want their life to look like, what they want their partner, their home, their family, their job, don't change it every time you sit down and write, because then you change your entire order to the universe. So they're going to have to reship it, kind of is the best way I can describe that. If you're constantly changing it and updating your order, you have to go back to the drawing board every single time. So stay consistent with your scripting, with your manifestations. And I do absolutely think that you will get these things. On the flip side of that, your fear is that you will never be able to find this deep connection, this reciprocal love, this, it's just like deeply satisfying having someone who adores you and puts you on a pedestal, and you do the same for them. It's not one-sided. It's not, I water you and I also have to water myself. It's, we water each other and we grow together. Oh, that almost made me a little bit teary-eyed. You have the Mother of Wands on the bottom of the deck, the huge Aries energy again. Your outcome, though, for this season is the Mother of Cups. So if your hope is deep love and connection and reciprocal energy, I feel like the outcome of that is absolutely yes, you're going to get that. And then beyond that, if you've been hoping to start a family, if you've been hoping to get married, to buy a home, I feel like all of these things are coming. That's the outcome of this. She's very pregnant, this Mother of Cups. She's also very nurturing, and she's loving, and she's like a never-ending well of love and affection. And I feel like this being your outcome, whether you reach this or not, which I feel like you will, if this is what you want, you will absolutely get there. But I feel like when you do get there, it's going to unlock this side of you. Maybe you didn't even know you had. Maybe you're an air sign and you didn't know you had this huge water energy inside of you, this huge unlimited well of love and nurturing, and maybe you never saw yourself as a parent, but then this partnership shows up and it's like changing your entire view of what you want. Maybe you thought you were going to be solely focused on career your entire time here on earth this go round, but instead maybe you're opening yourself up to love. Maybe this is a new discovery that you didn't really know that you wanted. Maybe you didn't know you wanted a love like this. Maybe you didn't know you were capable of a love like this. But the outcome is absolutely unconditional, reciprocal, never-ending well of love and nurturing and mothering energy. Big, big mother energy. Mother of Cups. She's the ultimate mother, the ultimate caregiver. All right, let's see what Spirit has for you for the animal spirit. Spirit, speak to me and through me to those watching this video at this time, those subscribed to this channel, the most accurate, relevant, and necessary message for them at this time. Please provide us with a healing, restorative message. Okay. Oh, dear. That's sweet energy. Actually, I haven't got it. This deck is fairly new to me. I've had it maybe 2 weeks. And I've been doing a card every day. In 3 of those days, I got the lion. So I haven't gotten into all of the animals yet, but slowly but surely we will get there. Let's see. Deer. And this is an earth. This is a symbol for earth. very grounded. Okay, loving, intuitive, graceful, the mother. Aww. Can I just say the ultimate mother? That's really sweet. The deer represents the feminine aspects of earth energy. This energy is available to all creatures regardless of gender, but is especially potent in new parents. Oh, I definitely feel like a lot of you, the outcome of this is going to be pregnancy. You could be giving birth at the end of Aries season, during Aries season. You could be getting pregnant. Your partner could be getting pregnant. I really feel a huge pregnancy energy. During the first few days, they are fully present, nurturing, and calm. Their inner beauty radiates, and a sense of grace calms the room. A deer personality affects others in this way, drawing them toward a quiet tenderness. The deer card may appear when a birth or celebration of new life draws near, or a situation calls for absolute gentleness and compassion. When in balance, receptive, compassionate, nurturing. When out of balance, concerned and protective. To bring into balance nature and children. So go out into nature and be around children, I guess, is the advice there. If you have access, don't just go to a park and be a creep, obviously, but spend time with your children if you already have children. Spend time with nieces and nephews. If you don't, friends, children, just be close to and in that really nurturing, loving, compassionate, tender energy. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it at that. I will see you all next time. I hope you thoroughly enjoy your Aries season. I will get into all 12 zodiac signs, their specific Aries season energy. This is overall for anybody who needs to hear this message at this time. I hope it resonated with you all. If it did, go ahead and give it a like, comment, subscribe to the channel. All of these things help tremendously and help keep me going. I will see you all next time. I love you immensely. Bye.